lap, first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Split 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field is behind. Another Owen leads them through one already. Davison and Sinka wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Allen. And the Rowan was climbing up the funnel leading as well. Phase there, Katakazina.
Yes, he did.
Labouring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway, James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stoneford on the straight as they run round turn 2. Johnson Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stonestreet off the start. There's no other way to say Sinka. I think it was him off of the wall ground and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the left hand.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen, viewers from across the world, hopefully from the US as well as the boring cold place that I'm in, Melbourne at the moment. We are looking at some sunshine at BELLE, the street circuit, which we love to hate. We were expecting a super sprint tonight, but due to the decision of someone very intelligent, namely me, decided to tell the boys to let's change it to 2040 because we had our fair share of chaos in the last super sprint on a street circuit, but the 2040 should be very impressive out here on track and lots of points are being battled. We are at round 5 of this amazing series and we have 30, I think it's 36 or 38 cars out on track at the moment, so it's looking pretty nifty out there. I'll correct that, 36 exactly, so it's going to be a fantastic run. Let's have a look at the scores on the boards, where the ladder is at and who's fighting for what points out on track. A very, very tight top 4. It looks like Wayne Edwards from Web Sim Racing is doing a spectacular job. He's leading by 17 points off Greggy Johnson from Team Greg Racing. Brad Dines from Dines Auto Tune is 13 points behind Mr. Johnson, and Mark Snow from the SLM Academy is a further 8 points behind. Then we've got Shane Yowens from Mueller Racing, Brad Anderson from Team SRW Motorsports, followed by David 747 Simmons from White Bulls Racing. Then we've got Sammy McCall from Sammy McCall Racing in 8th place, David Bowman from Team Pear Shaped Racing in 9th, Stephanie Piccoli from the Apex Esports League in 10th, and Brendan Soper, who looks like he hasn't raced this season but still makes the cut. And we go to the Pro-Ams, where some tight battles are getting very serious. Top 3 are going nuts. Ash Glover has had a very good run the last few rounds, and he's leading it out by 8 points from Elliot D from Team Pear Shaped Racing. Max Donnelly in 3rd from the NZ team is a further 13 points. These boys are 88 points clear of Philip Humbly from Northwind Motorsports. Russell Gander from Northwind Motorsports is in 5th. Then we've got Chris Tomlin from LCR Esports in 6th. Mitchell Weil from Koala Cartel is in 7th. Harrison Rayner from Rayner Motorsports in 8th. Gabriel Souza, a privateer, in 9th. Josh King, Team SRW Motorsports in 10th. Cameron Hardwick from SLM Academy in 11th. Ryan Price, privateer, in 12th. Daniel Stone from Northwind Motorsports in 13th. Lachlan Browning from Northwind Motorsports in 14th. Kevin Wakefield, LCA Sports in 15th. Mark Cochran from the Apex Esports League in 16th. Jacob McIntyre, Sim Racing Brotherhood in 17th. And Dean Sinkovich in 18th. Then we get to the pros, where the battle has been hotting up. We have seen a different winner nearly every round. People are swapping and changing. You can see that there is merely less than 100 points in the top 7. So it's going to be a battle all the way to the very end. Cole Ridley has slingshotted to the top step for the SLM Motorsports team, and he is leading out by 51 points from Kyle Lavery from Team SRW Motorsports. James Doyle from the Koala Cartel is 2 points behind, and then Dougie Gowans from the SLM Motorsports team is a further 6 behind. Greggy Cook from Project 36 is starting to get some consistency back, and he is a further 28 points behind Douglas Gowans. Behind there, we've got Thomas Sonny Cena from the SLM Motorsports team. Then we've got Callum Hodgkinson from OPR. 8th place, Sean Doyle from SLM Motorsports. 9th place, Davey Gallo from the Carlings Motorsports team. 10th place, we've got Mitchie Noble from the Sim Racing Brotherhood, followed by 11th, Noah Kitcher from NZTKR, followed by Daniel Byrne from the Carling Motorsports team in 12th place. Trev Mortimer, Rogue Racing, is in 13th place. Mason Martin from the SLM, from the PER team, is in 14th. Ray Oliver from SLM Motorsports in 15th. Thomas Cooley, Koala Cartel, 16th. I've lost my mind already, peeps, and we haven't even started the race. Brent Wassel from Axiom Racing Esports team in 17th. Brandon Levin from Team SRW Motorsports 18th. Stevie Daniels Jr. from LCR Esports in 19th. And Danny Bartouche, the Lone Wolf Sim Sports racer, is in 20th place. We are up for some action. Welcome to the room, Mr. Watson, and welcome downstairs, Kobe, and pushing the buttons. Glad they're not mine.
Yeah, you You said love to hate this place. That may be the case for you, but personally, I love to love it. It is great fun in practically anything I've driven, whether it's Indy cars and stock cars around here, and it's so much fun. It's a really unique street course, you know, with it being right here. Corners. There aren't as many 90-degree corners as you typically see from most street circuits. There's a lot of kind of different corners that you kind of have to be aware of, and this is also one of the, if not the bumpiest track you will come across. Like, it was always so much fun watching the Indy cars go through here, especially when they get out of the turn 1 and 2 kind of chicane at the beginning and they go over the hump. You see them just absolutely bounce up and down over the bumps. It's basically the F1 purposing, but on steroids. And I remember James Hinchcliffe caught a piece of asphalt that got kicked up right here into turn 3, and it launched him into the wall back in 2012. And then the hump after turn 1 and 2, one of the higher ups at Chevrolet crashed a Corvette on the pace laps here back in, I think, 2017. So that sure was a thing that happened. But yeah, it's just a very unique street course, and you're gonna see it. There's gonna be some really interesting corners for everyone to get through, and I think with these smaller cars we're gonna see some fantastic side-by-side racing.
Yeah, I think you've nailed all that on the head, mate. There's some very, very cool nuances about this track and certain points, which we can talk about as we get around. Very bumpy in spots, and there's some very, very well positioned lumps right on the braking spots as well, which the boys have to sort of modulate before or after it. So it's quite tricky. You can see that the splits across the bottom of the screen. We've got Dougie Gowans got himself all the way to the top. His first descent in official time. Kyle Lavery has just got purple in the second sector, just popped it up behind Mr. Gowans. So you can see the boys starting to spread their wings. The Carling boys are up there as well. Cookie from Project 36, Mason Martin as well. And then you keep going from all there. Looks like a cracker bit of work. Times are starting to get faster.
Oh, James Doyle's gonna have a pit lane start. That is a nightmare at a track like this.
It is, and he's got to be ready too, because when they call it, they've got to pop in there straight away.
Yeah, this place isn't going to be the easiest to pass. There's definitely a lot more passing opportunities here than at most street circuits. Definitely, there's the long back straightaway. That is going to be a heavily draft-locked part of the track. So if you can stay connected, you're going to have opportunities for a dive bomb. So it's not necessarily a death sentence. It would be in a much bigger and powerful car like the Indy car, but you're going to be able to make up some decent ground here just because of having a little more room with these smaller cars. But yeah, it's definitely a starting on the back foot that James Doyle doesn't really afford on this one.
Yeah, Dougie Gowan's just got himself a second purple, and so did Daniel Byrne as well. So a few boys are starting to get some great times. Greggy Cook, purple, a couple of greens and a papaya. So there's something to drop these times now and starting to get to the serious part. We're 9 minutes in, so it is a sprint round, 20-40 split, so it will drop the hammer right on the 15-minute mark like it normally does. Let's sit on board. Who are we on board with at the moment here, mate? It's a bit hard to tell at the moment. It is
Wayne Edwards.
Wayne Edwards, cool. Edwards is fighting for the AM Championship at the moment. So he's coming through here. Great little spot here. Got to watch the wall, try to open it up as much as possible, and really important to get a good run through here as you need to get across right. Someone's out of the way nicely. This is a tough corner. It's sort of like a bit of a double left-hander the way it's shaped, because it sort of kinks a little bit to the left a little bit more, and then getting this right here, getting that inside line and trying to get it open as much as possible. But then the line varies through here. We've got drivers that will go far left, and we've got sometimes drivers that will stay far right during the race, because it's got a weird little kink right here as it comes in. You've got to try to tuck in to the left here, get underneath, and then as you come through here, there's a bump right on your brake spot right there. Boom, bump hits you, and then you've got to come in left again. Then this corner here is really, really tight. You've got a slight little camber coming for the second part of it, and then got to get it tight under brakes, tuck it in nicely, and keep it off that tyre wall, because that tyre wall will grab you and spit you out. This bit here looks easy enough when you're flowing through here, but it's a double right-hander, and you've got to get your apexes right so you can keep the momentum coming right through. I could never get this corner right. That that red sign, I think it was at Motul, I've many a times hit that sign, and we've seen many of car incidents come through that spot where that red sign was and have a safety car. Coming through here really tight, keep it nice and clean. There's a few bumps to contend with as you're coming through this corner right here, right on that concrete where it changes direction, but you're also going to be looking at cars merging and coming across a good little passing spot, and we've seen plenty of carnage coming right here under brakes. Hopefully not as bad tonight with the smaller car, but in the V8s we've seen cars rotate through here and get bottlenecked and see a lot of cars back it up.
Yeah, I'll never forget the V8s here, I think 2 seasons ago, exiting the final corner. That might have been the biggest wreck I have ever seen in my broadcasting career. That literally wadded up like half the field, just full track block. And the worst thing is that you couldn't really see until it was way too late, so you still just had car after car after car just piling in, and you're like, oh my god, oh the humanity, make it stop please. But it didn't. I hope we don't see that tonight, but I kind of hope we see that tonight.
I'm just kind of picturing you standing there with a Bible in your hand just then, mate, and waving your fist in the air.
More like it felt like I was watching the Hindenburg, but iRacing version.
Yes, yes. Daniel Bird's got himself up to the top, Steph, mate. He is got there with a couple of tenths up his sleeve. Literally 1/10 gap between him and Douglas Gowans at the moment. We've got 6 minutes to go, so there's still a fair bit of time for the drivers to come out and slam some more times out. Dougie's in the pits at the moment. Kyle Lavery's out there. Brandon Levin's out there. Brandon's up into 4th place, so it's good on my boys being up there at the moment. Griggy Cook in 5th, Gallo 6th, Oliver 7th. We've seen Oliver this last 2 weeks pace coming out like crazy at the moment, so it's good to see. Rain on Sports Cards race tonight, watching some good racing. This track looks good. I'm sure it will be a nice little battle out there for the boys. I'll put on a good show. A lot of boys, looks like they've been out here for a while too, because look at how close this timeline is, mate. It is literally, what's 1 second's worth? How far down does it drop? 39.86 to 40. Top 12 are only a second apart, so not that bad. We will see a little bit more of a separation. Hopefully we'll come with some of the boys in the backpack, because we've seen down from about Tomlin onwards, still setting a time from Phil Humble, I should say, onwards. So from 29th onwards, so still another 10 cars to get a few laps in. Ash Glover coming through with a nice time. Brendan Lever, the purple under his papaya. Thomas Sonny Cena. With the Carly boys are hitting some form, mate.
That they are.
Yeah.
Been kind of waiting for that to happen. Yeah. You know, we know both of them are absolutely quick as heck, and you've just been waiting for them to be able to put it together. They just haven't quite had the qualifying efforts that you would have expected, and it kind of puts them a little bit farther down into like the middle of the top 10 back, and they've just been getting mixed up in things. And so right now they're kind of finally showing that pace that we've been expecting pretty much since they've rolled onto the scene. Yeah, we're missing a few koalas tonight again, so it looks like a few boys are off.
But the grid is stacked to the max. The Shadow boys are there. The North Wind boys are there. Who else? Looks like is Dean out there racing? No, he's out there tonight. He must have a night off from training. He's out there tonight as well. So that's unusual for Dean to be able to make it on the night. But the SLMs are carving it up everywhere again, just like we had the PER boys carving it up in the V8s on Tuesday.
And something interesting, going back to the Carlins boys, they are absolutely working together to perfection. They've been nose to tail with each other pretty much this entire qualifying session.
So they are good at that. They race together so well, and they're so close in
Except
style
that
and
one
speed.
point last week, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was. But it was it's good to see them come out there and look. They took it on the chin. They realised it went wrong, and it was one of those things. So it was a bit sad for both of them because they were driving so very, very fast. There's Gallo's got himself a purple in the first sector, coming to Papaya a green. So let's see how he comes down the back straight. He's coming to the Chev corner, I think. No, there's the final part coming across there. 1 and 2. Has he improved?
About a 10th. Got him a spot over Oliver.
Yep. So he's got himself into 6th place, which is really key out here on a track like tonight, especially the first 20 minutes. Getting good track position early is going to be real important, especially with the bottleneck we're going to see in the second corner. And look at all the pros at the pointy end tonight, man.
Yeah, it's
For a while. Look at that. Ash Glover is the highest rated Pro-Am coming through there, and all the AMs down the back end. So it's very well split for pace.
Yeah, it's a bit surprising. We've been accustomed to seeing a few blues and greens kind of make their way into the top 10, but yeah, it's completely red like my my CPU usage. And it's not that surprising. This is a difficult track. There's a lot of corners that aren't the easiest to get through and very easy to make a mistake. You kind of have to be real perfect. And again, I bring this up almost every time. It's hard to get good qualifying laps in on a street course with the threat of just that little touch basically invalidating everything. So it's not
apply there. As you're going to come in the last bit, he's got to make his way up. Where is he sitting on the scheme of things, or is that his first? Yeah, that's his first. Well, he's all green because he's setting personal bests, and that's his first full wrap without any incidents coming through. So that explains.
That'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, ladies and gents, we've got at the moment, we've got 20 seconds left. So we've got Daniel Byrne, Gowans, Lavery, Cook, Levin, Gallo, Oliver, Bartouche, Ridley and Kitchener lining up for the top 10 at the moment. So amazing bit of work out there. I believe it should still be a top 10 reverse for the 40-minute for the second feature, but we'll see how they go. Well, there it is. There it is. We've got no latecomers. We've got them finishing as we had. Davey Gallo got himself up to 6th place in that last lap, but that's where that sort of finished. I'll just turn off the background so it's not interfering with Kobe downstairs till he gets that going. But ladies and gents, this is the lineup for the 20-minute heat tonight, the first of the two that we have, the 20-40 split tonight. And we have the Carling Motorsport legend Daniel Byrne up in the top spot, sharing the front row with Dougie Gowans from the SLM Motorsports team. In the second row, we've got Kyle Lavery from Team SAW Motorsports beside Greggy Cook from Project 36. In the third row, Brandon Levin from Team SAW Motorsports with Davey Gallo from the Carlings Motorsports team. Fourth row, we've got Ray Oliver from SLM Motorsports beside Danny Bartouche, the Lone Wolf himself, the Lone Wolf Sim Sports team. In the fifth row, Kyle Ridley from the SLM Motorsports team beside Noah Kitcher from NZTKR. In the sixth row, Mason Martin from, I think Mason is a PER driver, but correct me if I'm wrong, Sean Doyle from the SLM Academy beside him. On the 7th row, we've got Trev Mad Dog Mortimer from Rogue Racing with his teammate Ash Glover side by side. In the 8th row, Philip Humley, the Pro-Am from Northwind Motorsports, is beside Elliot D from the Team Pear-Shaped Racing. In the 9th row, we've got Stevie Daniels Jr. from the LCR Esports team beside Thomas Sunny Cena from the SLM Motorsports team. In the 10th row, Brent Wassel from Axiom Racing Esports beside Dean Sinkovich from the SRW Motorsports team. And in the 11th row, we've got Wayne Edwards, the current AM leader from WebSim Racing, beside Mark Snow from the SLM Academy. In the 12th row, Max Donnelly from NZR TKR and Russell Ganner beside him from Northwind Motorsports. In the 13th row, Shane Ewans from Mueller Racing beside Greggy Johnson from Team Greg Racing. Then we have in the 14th row, David Bowman from Team Pear-Shaped Racing beside Brad Anderson from Team SRW Motorsports. Out there on his lonesome on the 15th row is Mr. David 747 Simmons from Waipu Pools Racing. And downstairs tonight, we've got Greg Barber and Matty Keane running the show for the RC team. Mate, we are not too far from gridding, and I managed to just get all that through in one bloody breath. Oof. Goes all the way around the corner. Look how far it goes. I'm going to take the camera to show you where David Simmons is down the back, and it goes all the way to the pit entry. So you can see them coming through the track just there, the pit entry on the left. Sonny Cena is just on the corner coming through there as well. We'll leave the camera with Sonny Cena. That's the middle of the pack, the 18th car. 30 seconds to kick off, ladies and gents, for the Warren Brown Tools GR86 Nationals. The first of two heats tonight, the 20-minute followed by the 40-minute with a reverse top 10. We are at round 5, and this is the middle of the season for these lads. Let's see how they go and who's going to come out on top. The lights are just about to go, and we are getting ready. The grid is full. We've got a few people missing in the background, but we are go, go, go as we get a bit of smoke coming through there. The green flag is waving. Oh, Greggy Cook's bogged it down on the start. He got burned, come through there beautifully. Look at this, 3 wide. Brandon Levin had a beautiful slide there, but I'm not sure who that was. I think Daniel Burns got a fantastic start. He got it at 1.2 seconds up the field from Gowans. Gowans is leading out. Lavery, Oliver, 11. Oliver got himself a fantastic start. He is 4 places up on that start, same as Kitchener. Kitchener's up there. Davey Gallo lost a few places with his slide coming through that corner. But ladies and gents, already you can see Lavery putting the pressure on. Dougie Gowans coming through there. They've got 2 wide down the bottom of the screen. You've got Tommy Sunny Cena and one of the LCR boys coming through as well. That's Stevie Daniels Jr. So great work from those boys coming through the grid and nice and clean. But the battle is starting to heat up everywhere.
My God, it was Bartouche who was major sideways exited turn 2, and it is a good thing he saved that car. Otherwise, I was going to get my wish of an absolute track blocker, because that would have been deadly. Everyone would have been there. And yeah, Shane, it was, oh my God!
Watch a re-entry. Oh my God, that was close. Oh, he's just got out of the way. I think he's realised that he's just got out there. The sand was hot. He got his tippy toes out and then went straight back out.
Oh, Callan Hodgkinson. Oh, my goodness.
Crazy. He's missed that point altogether. Oh, that is crazy through there. Look at that. He's got a touch. So, I don't know what happened to Hodgkinson, but he went through. One of the North Wing guys through came there as well. I'm not sure who that is. That's Sammy McCall as well. Sammy McCall's gone in the pits. Wow, there was a little bit of carnage there in the mid pack. Looks like Hodgkinson had no brakes at all. He came through there. Look at Lavery putting the pressure on Gowans. You can just see through Gowans' lower wing. He's having a look left and right. I apologise, that is Ridley in the pink coming from behind Gallo. Bottom screen, a bit of smoke coming through these corners. They're keeping it very tight. The mid-pack is very, very tight. There's 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 5 tenths, 3 tenths in this mid-pack, and they're going crazy for it.
Meanwhile, Mark Snow went around, and he was leading the AM, so that's going to be a huge mistake, put it mildly. Here we go. Here's the replay. And
Oh,
Ah,
he just got a little bit too much. Oh, he just got out of the way as well.
yeah,
With the
just
grid being so tight, the slightest mistake, man, you're losing so many places that it's ridiculous. Thomas Sonny Cena is having Brett Wassel and Stevie Daniels chase him down at the moment. Great bit of work there. So you got Philip Humbly behind him, Brett Wassel and Stevie Daniels behind him. But look at the crowd behind them all the way down to David Bowman, who disappeared. Greggy Johnson's the last one in this battle pack coming through on the bottom screen. Top screen, we're with Sean Doyle at the moment, ladies and gents. And he is having a great bit of fun out there with these lads. Ridley, Gowans, Lavery, Oliver, Levin, Kitchener. Kitchener's having another cracking effort as well, mate. We've seen him come up the pointy end a little bit more than usual, being that his first time in our series as well. Oh, Gallo's having a look there.
Yeah,
Not sure he was going to come through there or not.
yeah. Kitcher's missed the last few weeks,
Yeah.
but you see the rest is definitely not a problem because he is picked up right where he left off.
David Simmons looking at the bottom screen. He is. Oh, this could be a safety car. This could be a safety car.
Oh my God! What an impact! Wow!
Yep. Safety
And
car.
there's
is
safety
called,
car.
Yeah.
God,
he is-
what in the
he's
world
there.
happened?
I don't know, but can I see that again? Because I was watching. I was trying to get the other screen going, and I would love to see what happened. Here's the replay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lock
did he go?
Browning, nowhere to go.
No, so he's come around the corner.
And
Up
just
the tyre wall. Like I mentioned before, the tyre wall, it's thrown him straight across, man, like a pinball. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, Hodgkins.
It was a hard hit. It was a hard hit. It was like directly on the left front. So I'm not surprised that's a meatball for Hodgkinson. I think Callan didn't get into the session till like right as qualifying started, so it just didn't seem like he was able to get a whole lot of laps in under his belt.
Yeah. That was a little bit of carnage, but it wasn't like bad driving or anything like that. It was just drivers losing the rear ends on these cars, which is what happens at this track, because it's concrete, it's slippery. You've got to watch how you put the pedal down, and now that these things are a little bit more sprightly, they can rotate very easily, especially with this track. If you notice at some of the lines, there's concrete walls, but there's a touch of grass just sitting there waiting to tease you. Just enough to help you rotate the car when you need to. So if you have not so much this section, but the other section's got just a little bit of blades of grass, like a half a metre off the edge of the track, just to keep it interesting, I think.
Yeah, that's also one of the things that makes this track so unique, as opposed to like Long Beach, to where unless you're cut through the fountain, you're not gonna have to worry about any grass.
Yeah, this is true. Very true. Look at it. There's some there. Where is the other bit? I was just watching it before coming through.
Exit of turn 3 has grass.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Car's looking amazing. Nice and clean too.
For now, at any rate.
For now, yes. We are coming close to the halfway mark, so we're at 13-minute mark. Boys are all bunched up together now. There's still a few people. There's a bit of a gap there between Russell Gander, and he needs to catch up a little bit. But it looks like everyone's just about to compress into a nice line. Let's see what Mr. Byrne does and how he gets away. We've seen Gowans come off the line as the safety car leader in the last few weeks, and got away nicely to get himself a bit of a lead when needed.
Yeah, that's gotta be frustrating for Byrne, because he had himself a nice lead out of draft range, able to cruise, and now all that is gone, and he's gonna have to worry about a very hungry and racy pack with probably about, say, 9 minutes when we go back green.
Yeah, not too long, I think. I'd say that we'll be going in quite soon.
Yeah, I imagine we're probably gonna get back at it this lap.
Yeah. If you're out there and you've got someone you're watching, someone you're supporting, let us know. We'd love to be able to share some family, friends, or teammates for you when possible. Also, if you do want to continue and not miss out on any of the racing that we do, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification buttons. And don't forget that round 7 V8 Supercars will be our 800th broadcast. So come and join us for a bit of fun and a bit of a laugh and anything else that we can throw in at the time. Safety car is ending. Here we go. Lights out. Accelerating away from the field and no more weaving. Alrighty. Do we predict that Daniel's going to be able to get away? He's got Gowans behind him. He's got Cole, Lavery, Ray, Oliver, Levin, Kitcher, Ridley, Gallo, Doyle, and Martin. Martin as the top 10 at this point.
Yeah, I think it's possible he'll get a good jump, but being so close to 1 and 2, it's gonna allow Doug that opportunity to just catch up a little bit. So we'll see when he decides to go.
Yep, we're just getting a bit of a Davey Simmons has sort of got a few fast guys behind him, so he's letting them get around him. Okay, so there's a bit of conversation going on about space between cars as well. So 130, that's Daniel, Stevie Daniels. He's just been asked to catch up. He's dropped off a little bit from the rest of the grid. All right, we are green now, ladies and gentlemen. They are off. Daniel Byrne has taken off nicely. Nothing surprising through there. He's got away a little bit from Dougie Gowans, about 5/10 as he comes through. He opens up the car completely from apex to apex. And you can see the boys all coming through. A bit of a look there. Some of them, I think that was Mason. No, I think that was Sean Doyle and Mason Martin. They're weaving around a little bit to get the bit more heat into their tyres. Ridley has got Gallo up behind him and inside him. They're trying to get underneath him. And then he is...
Oh, here's Lavery to the inside of Gowans. Oh, just had to back out.
Yeah, not quite enough overlap there to make anything stick there from Lavery. But we know that he's persistent, so he will be going for it. Always looking forward to watching my son, Sean Doyle. Yes, he is doing a cracking job there. He is currently in 9th place. Coming through there, chasing down Davey Gallo at the moment. Have a look how close they are at the moment. This is spectacular. There he is on the top screen as well as they're coming to the Corvette corner. A few bumps coming on the inside line here. The track just dips right there. Coming through there under the brake zone. Coming through, you can see another bump. It's a tight spot there where you're going full pace. Easy to rotate the car in that real confined area too. Under brakes here, pulling up the car as much as they can, but getting momentum coming through that corner. Doyle's done a cracking job there on the back of Yellow, and this is a tricky part coming through here. As easy as it looks, trying to get momentum through these second sector. Final sector is tough, or for me anyway. Oh. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
We have got a request for tow. Oh, Stevie Daniels looks like he's killed that car. Oh my God. So Stevie Daniels' car is toast. Front end is gone and he's been allowed to tow. I'll keep the action down the bottom screen, ladies and gentlemen, so you can see it. Callum Hodgkinson's coming through. Oh, Hodgkinson's having a nightmare tonight.
I think that might be the same replay from earlier.
Okay. This is it now, so you can have a look at it. So we've got...
what? Oh my God!
He is missed point off the rubber wall and then back into the car coming through. The NZ car of Dominic. Yeah, Dominic called that in. I don't think there's much he could do about that, man. He's missed a break point. And look at that. That
Jiminy
car.
Christmas.
Oh, look at that tether holding onto that tyre and keeping it from flying away.
That
That was unfortunate for Stevie Daniels. He's missed that brake marker by a mile. Oh, my goodness. Well, I
Max
hope he let go of
Donnelly.
the steering wheel and that it wasn't a direct drive that he hit that with, because that would have been an impact to the heart, to the wrists very, very easily. Daniel Byrne still leading them out, ladies and gents, with 6 and a bit minutes left. He's got the front row. He's got pressure there from Gowans and Lavery. Lavery's putting all the pressure on Gowans at the moment. He's been huffing and puffing behind him for a while. They've pulled away a little bit from Oliver, Levin and Kitcher. So the fight is going to be with these boys here for the top spot. But we know that Gowans is a wily old snake, and he will know every trick in the book, as we can see Stevie Daniels re-entering there nice and clean on the outside line and staying out of the way. Those boys that come through, they know he's following him because he's trying to give you away, so go around him. And you can see right now Lavery having a bit of a sneaky look in the right rear mirror of Gowans, making sure Gowans knows he's there. There's that little bit of dirt I was talking about before that could quite easily get you spun around in that area, bottlenecking the field quite nicely. Oh, Gowans' mirror just touches the concrete coming through. He's living all the way on the edge. Is Lavery going to be able to get right up underneath him here and get a good exit? He is currently 6/10 off the back of Gowans. So let's see what the toe's like and what sort of impact it's going to give him by the end of the lap. Lavery has got the fastest lap at the moment, or 1:39.50.
Looks like they're gonna investigate that after the race. The flying Stevie Daniels incident.
Yeah.
Man, Max Donnelly got a much closer look at Daniels' undercarriage than I think he really ever wanted to.
100%. That would have been scary coming through that corner and seeing that flying at you, because he was literally slingshotted across the track too. So it would have been quite a lot of impact. Gowan just pulled away from Lavery a little bit. You can just see it on the bottom screen there coming through. And Daniel Byrne is just taking control of this race from the start all the way through, ladies and gents, and leading it and just hitting his markers and consistently hitting on the pace. You can see his teammate there, Davey Gallo, fighting it out with Ridley and Sean Doyle. 157 unsafe rejoin on lap 3. So that was David Simmons. That must have been previous to the incident.
Oh, no, really a little wide. Oh, this might give Gallo the opportunity. Just couldn't get it.
That wasn't that far off either. And also Doyle was having a sniff there at the moment too, because they sort of got out of sync and in and out of that, out of those corners there. They were off the race line, and Doyle was having a good old look there through there. Let's see if Gallo's going to be able to make another.
Trev Mortimer around.
Mortimer is doing a bit of hokey pokey. Oh, have a look at this. Oh no, where is he? All right. Okay.
Oh.
There's not much.
Dangerous game.
He's got a turning circle of a bus when it's not moving fast. Poor Mortimer. He is definitely going to be down a few places there. This is the replay. He's come around that corner. And what's he done here? Is he... Oh, he's kissed the wall. Or has he kissed the... Oh, I think looks like he kissed the back of Cookie, and that put his car out of balance and just spun him right around. So he's lost a bit of momentum coming in the front end. Just the rear end just went, yep, I'm coming around, boys. We are down to the last 3 minutes, and these boys are still going for it. It looks like Oliver and Levin are still going for it. Kitchener's dropped off them a little bit as we come through. I think these boys here on screen at the moment, Ridley, Gallo and Doyle, have just had a little bit too much action in there, just backed off a little bit. But looks like Doyle's having a bit of a sniff on the back of Gallo at the moment. But Ridley has pulled away slightly as we come through. Tell you what, these boys in that first corner, touching that grass quite liberally, and it's a bit scary to see these things rotate in that spot, especially when these guys are so close to each other.
I know, just one little mistake, and that's going to junk a whole lot of cars.
Down to the last 2.5 minutes. Ray Oliver's got the pressure there from Levin. He's really going for it. 11, wants that next spot up.
Oh, he's looking.
Oh, he's coming at a hell of a pace through that corner. He's brought it in underneath him really well. There's that little bump in the track, keeping it going through there. The pressure is on. There's probably about 2 laps left. This one, and probably a white flag after it. So a lot of pressure there on Ray Oliver.
Oh, no! Oh! Mason Martin around and T-boned by Dan Bartouche.
We'll have to watch the replay of that when we come through. Have a look at this. At the moment, too wide coming through there. This
here
is
it
the
is.
replay.
Oh, he got help. Oh, and nowhere for
Okay, so it
Bartouche
looks like
to
Cookie,
go.
Cookie backed into the back of someone, or drove into the back of someone, and then, yeah, unfortunately for Danny Bartouche, he had nowhere else to go. Yeah, sounds like that was Mason Martin.
Yep, just called that in.
Yep.
Oh, look at Gowan. See, this is the closest he's been to burn all race long.
Yep. Pressure is still on. They've been fighting tooth and nail, and their times are so close to each other up the pointy end as well. They're doing a great job.
And I think we're white flag, but I'm not sure.
I think we are. Can't find
Yep,
anyone.
we are.
We are, yeah. I'm just looking to see. Yes, we are. I just saw some of the cars going down the back end. So we are on the final lap, ladies and gents. The first of our 2 heats tonight. The 20-minute first one coming across the bow of this amazing ship that's not sinking tonight in the great walls of this amazing circuit. Oh, Cookie's missed his turn. Is he going to miss the wall as he comes through? Oh, he has just missed the wall, but it's opened him up down the bottom there. He has got pressure on him from Elliot D. Elliot D's having a look, and Elliot D has got Thomas Sunny Sena behind him as well. But ladies and gents, top screen, we've got Daniel Byrne leading it out with Gowans. Gowans following him across, and Lavery. You can see them coming around these corners, and they're going to be coming home. Ladies and gents, here it is, heat 1 of tonight for the Warren and Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. We've got Daniel Byrne coming across the line for first place. We've got Dougie Gowans coming across the line in second place, and Carl Lavery coming across in third. What a spectacular finish. Ray Oliver in fourth, Levin fifth, Kitchener sixth, Ridley seventh, Gallo eighth, Doyle ninth, Wassell 10th, and Cook 11th. First of our Pro-Ams is Elliot D coming home for the first of our 2 races for tonight. That is the first time I've seen all pros in the top 11, 12 positions. We haven't seen it split like that for a long time. Usually there's someone mixing it up with them. In the AMs, who took the AMs? Let's have a look to see.
Wayne Edwards.
Wayne Edwards done a cracking bit of work. Here it is, ladies and gents. This is how they finished up. Daniel Byrne took out top spot, followed by Dougie Gowans, Kyle Lavery, Oliver, Levin, Kitchener, Ridley, Gallo, Doyle and Wassell. In the Pro-Ams, Elliot D's taking it away from Philip Humble and Dean Sikwick in third, followed by Gander, Tomlin, Price, Glover, Donnelly, Browning and King. 42 nose to rear contact in lap 10.
Cook.
Yep, Cook, we saw that. Ooh, what a bit of racing that was, top to bottom.
Yeah, that was crazy. Already one safety car, whole lot of incidents, but oddly enough, it was, despite all that, it was still fairly clean for street course standards. There wasn't a whole lot of silly moves or overtakes, just kind of innocent mistakes. So hopefully we'll see more of that here for the final 40 minutes.
Yeah. Someone's Camo 92, sorry I fell asleep. Who won? Sounds like you've been sitting beside me in the lounge room tonight with my boy. But who won? It was Daniel Byrne. Then it was Dougie Gowans, followed by Kyle Lavery. Here we go. There's a few people calling in a few incidents. at the moment going through, which is good to see. Everyone's very happy at the moment and having a bit of fun. A bit of a discussion there regarding Stevie Daniels had a warning to catch up. There was a bit of a gap there, and Barb's said that he's going to look into it because Daniels was actually on speed. So the gap he's got to work out where the gap opened up. If maybe it was someone speeding, who knows? But a bit of work there for Barb's to have a look downstairs when they're reviewing all that stuff. But this amazing track brought us an amazing race there. 40 minutes for the next one, mate.
Yeah, and from what it sounds like, they're not going to have to pit on this one, so it's basically just going to be 40 minutes of survival. But we already saw one safety car, so we'll see if we see another one here.
Yeah, there's a good chance, I think. There's a good chance. There's a lot of bottlenecks in this track, and it doesn't take much for a car to go around. We've seen some boys just barely miss a braking point. There's some good run-off spots, but if you miss it at some of these critical corners, it's all over Red Rover. It can block up the track quite easily.
Or launch you back into the car behind like you're a freaking cannonball.
That it can do as well. Well, there's a couple of spots where the rubber wall is, and they're in spots where you really get caught out. Well, let's get on board of Ridley at the moment. We can have a better look at the track, and we can talk about some of these points. Ridley's out there doing a warm up. We can see where some of these areas are. So you're coming around the first corner. Not too bad. It's all pretty much opened here. No issues anywhere across there, but then there's
except for the tire barrier that launched David Simmons back on track.
Yeah, so coming up here is like you got, and it sort of sticks out too. So it sort of cuts the it sort of narrows everything down. Look at it right there on the left. It just narrows everything down real quick. So that's a spot there where they can hit the wall and bounce back. Across here, not too bad. It's concrete wall through there. Coming through here's another one right here on the right-hand side. Have a look. It sort of jolts out a bit if you just notice that. That's another one that gets sprung back. Here is more of us just putting the foot down too early and rotating. We've seen a lot of cars do it through there. And then the different race lines through here, we've seen a couple of boys really miss their brake markers through here because some will try to go to the left-hand side and some will try to come from the right-hand side, which is the straighter line, and try to tuck in. But then again, there's a tyre wall through here. It just sticks out again. And if you get it, you get it. And then this is the worst one, I think, after this double left-hander. This one just, it protrudes like a Picasso painting's nose. You come through here, and then all of a sudden, it's just there. Look at it. There's a bit of a kink in it as well. Yeah.
And there's also a dip on the exit. Like, you can see the car just kind of jump down. But, like, the weirdest thing about that dip is it feels like there is so much more grip than any other part of the track on that dip. Like, oftentimes, once I kind of feel myself go down, I'll actually just dump the throttle, and it actually grips up and holds on. It's the weirdest sensation, but it works perfecally.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's and again, you just got to get it right. You got to use some of these bumps like a little bit of a fake camber, because of where they're positioned on the track too. But anyway, that's how it looks at the moment. Unfortunately, that was blank. I was going to say. But we're getting ready now. Here we go. The reverse top 10. Have a look at the front row. We've seen not too much of Brent Wassell this series, mate, so far this season. So he's been a very quiet driver out there because he's been promoted to pro, and he's on the front row at the moment. So it's Brent Wassell and Sean Doyle on the front row and looking very, very sprightly. We've got in the second row, Davey Gallo and Cole Ridley. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting one coming out of there as well. In the third row, Noah Kitcher and Brandon Levin. A lot of pace through there. And then we've got 7th and 8th, which is the 4th row, Ray Oliver and Kyle Lavery. Very interesting pairing through there too. And then Gowans and Daniel Byrne in the 5th row. In the 6th row, we've got Greggy Cook and Elliot D. 7th row, Thomas Anicina and Dan the Lone Wolf Bartouche. In the row beside him. Philip Humbly beside Dean Simkovich in row 8. And then row 9, we've got Gander and Tomlin lining up beside each other. Mason Martin and Wayne Edwards in the 10th row. In 11th row, we've got Pricey and Snow. In the 12th row, we've got Johnson and Doyle. In the 13th row, we've got Dines and Newans. In the 14th row, we've got Mortimer and McCall. In the 15th row, we've got Glover and Bowman. And then we've got in the 16th row, Anderson and Donnelly. 17th row, we've got Daniel and Simmons. And last on the grid, it looks like Lachlan Brown. I'm not sure what's going on with Callum Hodgkinson. He might have had some issues out there with his car, so we'll see how he goes with that. Will he grid up or not?
Man, you got that.
Last minutes.
Got through that real quick. We still have a whole minute.
I know. Did you notice I just went surnames in the end? I don't usually do that. But at least we're not rushing through it. And let's get ready to rock and roll. Have a look at these boys on the second screen all the way around the corner. So it's going to be a bit of fun. James Doyle is in 24th place at the moment. Mortimer in 27th. Anderson, Daniels, Lachlan, Browning. So there's a few people that have got to work their way through. A couple of cars bouncing in and out, so people trying to get their last-minute adjustments in, I think. But we'll go with Ryan Price as the second camera coming through. He's always good for a bit of action, but it looks like the name tags have frozen, so I'll just refresh that. We're not too far now, ladies and gents. I can hear the engine just putting away in the background. I'm not sure the viewers can hear that. Yeah. You can just plutter them away. Get ready to go. Front rows looking stacked nicely. Bit of work to be done there with Wassel and Doyle. Axiom versus SLM, then followed by Carling in the SLM, then Team Kiwi Racing from Noah Kitchener. We are green, ladies and gentlemen. The feature race has started. Everyone's got off to a fantastic start. Even the back of the pack's gone on through a beautiful run through there, and straight away we can see that the boys are coming through. Oh, a little bit of contact there with Gallo and Ridley. Ridley trying to get in underneath him, and then he's got, a nice bit of work there. I think that was Kitcher coming through there as well. Kitcher did a great little run up 2 places off the start. We can see straight away Doyle's got the outside line coming in underneath the Axiom driver of Brent Wassel. Wassel took a beautiful start. He's already got 6/10 on the boys and gapping a little bit. Maybe with Doyle finding with Gallo coming through there, it might slow them down a little bit and get him some time to get away. The back of the grid, you can see down the bottom, it looks like the Koala boys and Pricey, some of them going too wide. But straight away at the top of the screen, 39 minutes of racing all the way to the end. It looks like there'll be no fuel pit stops tonight. It'll be racing all the way, so they've got to stay focused and stay strong. Having a look straight away, it looks like Gallo's having a look there. He's got the inside line. Beautiful, 2 wide. Both of them just surprised. A little bit of contact coming through there, but both coming through nicely. Kitcher's got underneath Doyle as well. Kitcher's got the pass done. He's followed him all the way through. Here comes Levin and Ray Oliver coming through and cutting underneath there. Oliver's done a cracking job getting his car around there. 028 is called something in. I believe that is Callum Hodgkinson. He is stuck on the track somewhere, and it looks like it might be. Don't know if it. It could be a safety car. Could be a safety car depending on where he is. Yes, he is facing the wrong way on a critical corner. So let's see what happens with that. We're here looking at the moment. He's got speared into the wall. So, an unfortunate bystander there by Brad Anderson. He had nowhere to go. It looks like Callum Hodgkins got speared into the wall there. Someone missed their brake point. I'm not sure who that was. 310. Ash Glover's called something in as well, so I'm not sure if it was Glover that. Look, safety car is out. Yeah, we predicted that. We predicted there would be a safety car, and it is being called. So I'm not sure if he got help through there or if he just stayed out there. We'll have to have a look for a
what?
Was that Bowman? I mean, he's lost control of that car. What? What happened there?
And
Let's
I
have a look
came
at that
in
one
like
again.
a wrecking ball.
He
That's all
did.
I'm
He
legally
came in
allowed
like
to
Miley
sing.
Cyrus, all right. So
God,
here
some
it
of
is.
these.
Matty Keen's waiting for the leader to come through. So here we go. There's what this is a replay. No, this is live. Wow, that was a bit messy. And you know what? Unfortunate for Wassel. He did a great job pulling away, and now he's going to get that lead swallowed up. He was doing a great job pulling away, and now it's all of a sudden going to be back to bumper, and Gallo is going to be fast off the brake. He's going to be very fast off the brake.
And let me tell you, there was a heck of a scrap with Ridley and Levin going through the double apex left-hander in the final sector. There was all kinds of hip check and shoving and paint peeling. It was crazy. I don't know how neither of them ended up in the wall. I thought for sure one of them was, and it ended up costing Levin a spot to Oliver. Ray was able to jump in as Levin was trying to keep from ending up in the wall.
Yeah. They're doing waiver rounds. Let's go have a look at those two incidents while we can, if we can, Cobes downstairs. And just have a look at the incident with Callum from a bit of a different perspective, and also the one of Elliot D bunny hopping the grass there. Or was it Bowman? I can't remember now. Bowman, yeah.
And it's funny because Lachlan Browning came over the radio and said, "Oh bleep!" And yeah, the Hodgkinson replay, you saw exactly why he said "oh bleep."
Oh. So he's missed his break point and just gone straight over the top. He was a passenger. Look at that. So Hodgkinson, did he get... Oh, Bowman. Oh, that was unfortunate, man. He just missed that break point altogether. Lucky he didn't go into those triplets that were standing there. So here's...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Okay, that's a different perspective there again there. So it wasn't as simple as it looked from our first shot. It looks like there's a bit of corner rights going through there as well. So, oh, where'd that car come from? That was whoever that was sent it from miles back. Yeah, that was like Callum was already turning into the corner, and that car was coming in at bullet speed. Yeah. All right, well, we'll see what race control says with that at the moment. But we are down into the first 5 minutes, ladies and gents, and got our first safety car, which, you know, it's more about track positioning and where that car died. It wasn't that spectacular. Not like the one we saw earlier where the car got slingshotted into the windscreen of the NZ car.
Yeah, but it definitely shot Hodgkinson back a lot. Especially you saw that in that little blip when we're watching the Bowman replay, and it hits home how hard of a hit that was.
Bit of whiplash. You definitely wouldn't want to be... Oh, could you imagine being in a motion rig for that?
Could you imagine being in VR for that?
Oh yeah, I can, mate, because that's what I race in. I've been in those before. I've been in one of those situations where, you know, the car's flying through the air and you drive underneath it in VR, and that's like that's like a Days of Thunder in slow motion. Your brain just slows everything down, and you just see this car flipping over the top of you. I know how Alonso felt.
There's a sort of discussion taking place right now.
All right, so Dave Bowman isn't listening to race control. He's supposed to be waved around, and he mustn't be able to hear him at the moment because he's actually posted out there. There's anyone in contact with him to tell him he's been waved around. So he obviously can't hear RC. So he's probably going to get a chat to because he needs to, part of the rules needs to be able to hear RC at all times. Car 250, can you hear RC? Here it is. So that was posted in the chat. All right, we are ready to go. We are ready to go. We are ready to go. Yep, this is looking good. Are you ready, ladies and gents? We are now down to the 30-minute mark. And Brent Wassell has got the lead out there for the Axiom Racing team. He is ready to put the foot down whenever he's ready to go. He can go, go, go. He's already put the foot down. We are racing at the moment. Green flag straight away. He went very, very early. Some half of those cars are going to be caught in the S's, the back end of where the Century Motorsports logos are. And he's got through there beautifully. A little bit of a gap on Gallo at the moment, but not massive. Kitchener's coming through there as well in third. Then Doyle, Ridley, Oliver in 11. Gowan's in 8th. Lavery in 9th. Who is our biggest mover at the moment? We haven't had a hell of a lot of movement in the grid tonight for the feature. The biggest movers in places have been only 4 places, and that's like James Doyle and Max Donnelly down in 26th into 6th place. So great bit of work there. You've got the blink cam, the chopper cam on the bottom there. And these, oh, it looks like there was a car that rotated around and hit the wall just behind these boys. I think it might have been Brad Anderson. And coming through, there's Brad Dines coming through. Carney, 82's called that in. So it was Brad Dines. It might have been the misunfortunate one that sparked it up. Drive-through penalty.
Yeah, no brainer on that one.
That was Lachlan Browning. Was that the one that came through? Yes, the North Wing car into Callum Hodgkinson.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't really argue that one at all. Brett doing a cracking job here, mate.
Yeah, the unfortunately the Northwind car came right up into Hodgkinson's Southwind there.
Sent 247's calling something in. That's Trev Mortimer coming through there. You can see the rear camera there at the moment on these guys as they're coming through. Tell you what, look how close to the wall they're getting. My God, it's close.
Yeah, I think Kitcher was sideways off of turn 2 as well.
Yeah, let's have a look how close they get to this wall now. Look at that. Look at it. Almost inside it. Coming through, you can see how close they are behind him. A little bit of grass there, avoiding the grass and the contact through there. Brent Wassell is doing a cracking job out there. He's pulled away a little bit through those few corners there. Only 3/6, 3/10 on them at the moment, but they're very, very close, man. Ridley's gapping a little bit. Oh, did you see the rear tyre of Wassell's car just bent down into the bitumen then? Looks like he came in a little bit too hot. Here we go. He's coming for it, and Gallo's coming, having a look. He's got side by side. You can see them coming through under brakes. He's got the outside line, so Brent Wassell's got the inside. Oh, just more contact. Beautiful work there. How safe that was between the two of them. Here we go. Is he going to come through? Kitcher's there as well. Kitcher's on Wassell too. Wassell's been taken by 2 spots. Ridley wants to have a go now too as they come through there. Look at the drive there. That was sensational work there by Davey Gallo. And now Ridley's having a good at Wassell as well. He's got the inside line. He's got the pressure on him. Wassell has been caught out of position in all these corners where he's got a car underneath him where he's had to yield to avoid contact. But great bit of driving from all of these boys at the moment. Very, very tight and very, very clean.
That was such a cheeky move by Kitcher. I have no idea how he was able to pull that off. That was a very high-risk move, but, man, he pulled that off to perfection. That's one of the best passes.
Move where he was too, mate. Where he was there coming through, he just got the nose in side by side. Kitchener's not giving it up, mate. He's got the heat on here going for it as well. You can also see the ANZ car of 11 has having a bit of a go there with Daniel Byrne at the back too. So have a look at these boys coming through. You got Gowans, Lavery and Levin coming through there as well. And straight behind me, you got Ridley. So all the fast boys in the top 10 are on blistering form tonight and putting on a spectacular show. Have a look at them, fish tunning and everything. Tell you what,
Yeah,
top 10 are driving out of their skin. They're all driving like the pros that they are. Have a look at the moment. Wassell's under pressure again. He's got Dahl over the back of him. Is Ball going to go under pressure? Look at this. Dahl's coming through. He just misses that inside of the mirror. We're up there top screen with Cookie. Cookie's having a bit of a tussle there.
Yeah,
Where do you go? Where do you look? There's just so much action. Look at that wall, how much it sticks out there. What a position for it to be in. It's like, who the hell does that on the racetrack?
I know.
It's like, it's just asking for it, aren't you?
It
Oh, hits the wall like a stock car. Oh, he's hit it hard. Oh,
and there goes Doyle.
Dropped off. Doyle has just come through and taken it. He brushed off a lot of pace, hitting that wall real hard then. Oh, my God. He must be feeling the pressure because that was a hard hit. I wonder if he sustained any damage. Ray Oliver's trying to have a look at the car left and right. Is he lipping anywhere? He's got underneath him as well. Oliver's having a look on the outside line too. This is where Brett Wassell lost it the last one too. Is he going to under-brace? Is he going to slow it down? He has. He has. And behind him, he's got
wide.
Again. Gowans is there too. Gowans has smelled the one. Oh, Gowans is side by side with him. Wassell is getting swallowed up corner by corner at the moment, ladies and gents. I think the contact earlier has just unnerved him a little bit, and it comes. Oh, he didn't quite do it. He did a cracking job there.
Oh, and look at Levin trying to pull the crossover on Gowans.
Oh, love these battles all the way up and down the field. No one's giving up anything at the moment, ladies and gents. Davey Gallo has just set the fastest lap with a 139.93 as he's starting to pull away from Kitchener at the moment. And the battle's behind here. Have a look at Gowans. He's got two Team SRW cars waiting to slap him around from behind as they're coming through the top. Wassell's car is everywhere. Maybe he's taking too much heat out of those tyres earlier on, but driving really well.
He is hanging on for dear life at this point. He's going to have a heck of a lot more company as here comes Doug side by side. And, oh, here comes Levin. Oh, my goodness. That was pure disaster. Oh, I think it was disaster for Wassell.
Yeah,
look at that. He is toast.
Yeah, that car's cooked. I think it was one rub too many there, and I think that might be Levin's drive through there. Oh, he's lucky the pit's just right there at the moment. But the thing is, there's not going to be a required pit stop tonight through there. Here's the replay coming through there. Gowans has got past him nice and clean on the straight, and look at the draft that Levin got out of that. Oh, it wasn't much in it at all. But I think it might have been enough to wreck his car. It looked like the slightest touch, didn't it?
Yeah, but that was directly on the left front. Yeah, and it was directly a direct hit.
Yeah.
It's not going to survive a hit like that.
Yep. 2-3-1. Wassell is retiring. Wassell is retiring, ladies and gents, after a fantastic drive through. He got thrown around like a ping pong ball. I'll stop that statement. I was going further. He was in all sorts of pain there, he was. Unfortunately, he just getting swallowed up bit by drivers. He was getting caught out of position by drivers just tucking their nose in. And he, unfortunately, to live to fight another day, kept on being swallowed up. And then, unfortunately, the last contact was too much for that car to handle after all that. And it's put his car into retirement mode. He would have had a fast repair. He should have had, but maybe he just had enough.
Yeah, and obviously Brent's the reigning AMS champion, so he's now kind of, this is his first.
Was that his baptism of fire?
I'd say so. That he now knows what to expect, because you said it yourself. It was basically a difference of experience with everyone just putting their cars exactly where they needed to where he just couldn't fight back. And maybe with a little more experience, he might be able to be more hip to that and kind of be a little more defensive. But yeah, by the time that one car was able to get there, he was just getting freight trained and just couldn't get the momentum back and just kept losing momentum and then losing another spot, and just a negative feedback loop just kept continuing until it was all too late.
Yeah, 100%. It's unfortunate because he was having a great drive. It's just, I think, a few more rounds fighting with the boys at the front end. He'll have that little bit more rubbing experience coming through there. But we've got Kitcher, got pressure here from Ridley at the moment. Ridley is all the way on the back of him. He wants to get himself on that second spot. Doyle is behind there. Then we've got Oliver, Gowans, Levin, Byrne and Lavery. Oh, Levin, Byrne and Lavery have dropped down. They were in the top 4 for a fair while there, so they've dropped it right down. I'm not sure where that happened.
They were never really in the top.
No, they weren't that high, were they? It was just that the grid was so tight.
Yeah, they just couldn't really make the moves, and then all of a sudden something happened to Lavery that allowed Byrne to get by. And right now you see really making the pass on Kitcher. This is an important move for the points. He lost himself a...
Look at Doyle sneaking in behind him as well. Doyle can smell the chum in the water. He's trying to see where he can get around to. If he gets underneath Kitchener, he'll be able to do what they did to Wassel, because that's what they did to Wassel. They got underneath him in the position where he had to yield. Very tough, very tough. But Gallo is pulling away, mate. Gallo has got himself, 3/10? No, more. Come on, SDK.
Yeah.
A second and a bit. He's nearly 2 seconds away at the moment. Great bit of work there. Phil Humble down the bottom as the screen. He's fighting it out there with Mason Martin. So they're having a great little stoush between the two of them. Give the AMs a bit of screen time down the bottom there. That's a fight for 20 to 16th and 17th and 15th coming through there. Noah Kitchener's got an L plate in the back of that car. Did you notice?
He's got a what?
An L plate. It's what we call. It's like, see that L? That's a learner driver plate that drivers drive here in Australia when they're still learning and haven't got their full license yet. So they can only drive with an adult or a supervisor of some sort. But I don't see anyone in the passenger seat, so he could be up by the 5-0.
That is a awesome touch. I love that.
Trying to see where there's some extra action coming across here, but it's just everywhere, isn't it? This top part of the grid is so close to each other. There's a bit of gapping out coming in the latter part of the grid, but the top half is still very, very close. Looks like Daniel Byrne is putting some immense pressure on Lavery on Levin at the moment, trying to get back up to the pointy end because he was leading a fair bit of this. Actually, I'm wrong there. It was Gallo leading it. They need to change. They need to do what they did in the Super Formula Lights. One's got the white car, and the other one's got the red car. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a surprise to see Byrne not quite up at the front. The passing's been a lot harder than I was anticipating at the top of the show. As Kitcher, he wants that spot back.
Big time, big time. And it helps when you've got cars that are different colour to their teammates, because you can pick them out, because it's not easy to pick out the right name sometimes when you're calling these races, because you've got some teams have got the same colour on their cars, so it makes it really hard. And then just see Ridley just kiss that wall then. Doyle has got a couple of tenths on the back here now. He is so close. That's 1/10 he was at one point just then.
Yeah,
Lavery.
You almost quite literally can't get closer than that.
Yep. Levin is pulled away a little bit there from Daniel Byrne for a bit, about 6/10. But here we got Thomas Sonny Cena chasing down Elliot D. Coming through. It looks like Thomas might be lining him up. Oh, Doyle on Kitchener. Kitchener nearly got tangled together. The fight between Kitchener and Doyle at the moment is slowing them down. Look at Ridley pulling away slowly and starting to chase down Davey Gallo. We've got 17 minutes, so it's a fair bit of time there up his sleeve. But Gallo is literally, what is he, 2.5, nearly 3 seconds away from Ridley at the moment. So he's doing a cracking bit of work there. So it'd be interesting to see if he can catch that up.
Yeah, we saw they were almost exact same pace in the sprint.
Oh, Kitchener kisses the wall. Did you see the sparks fly up? Yeah, they are there. Oh, he's touched the back of Doyle. He's just enough not to make any sort of momentum going forward. Ray Oliver having another cracking run tonight, up 2 places. Behind him, Gowan's up 3. Danny Bartouche, he's making his way up as well. He's up 3 places at the moment. He is 2 seconds away from Greggy Cook. So he's slowly making his launch back up there. Cook is following Lavery, and Lavery is just off Daniel Byrne at the moment. So he's coming back as well. As you can see, one of the cars coming out of the pits. So this top 7 cars that are only a couple of tenths apart is very quickly going to be joined by Lavery, Cook, Bartouche, and Elliott there. They're not too far off.
Yeah, all the battling has worked out great for Lavery. As you see, he's finally able to catch back up to the pack. It looked like he had lost draft range for a while in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the problem was there. I swear I saw the right indicator on his car on. No, it's not, but I swear I saw it flashing a few seconds ago. But ladies and gents, here we are, 15-minute mark. So with 15 minutes to go, we've got Davey Gallo leading it out by 3.5 seconds. Cole Ridley in second place as he mounts that curve. Has got Sean Doyle chasing him down. Then we've got Kitchener, Oliver, Gowans, Levin, Byrne, Lavery and Cook coming through. All the top 10 pros tonight. No Pro-Ams mixed up in the field at all, but a very, very tough track. Oh, 2 wide there. Oliver and Kitchener. Oliver is making a move there on Kitchener. He's got the inside line coming through. They're side by side. Kitchener's just got his nose ahead, maybe enough to make it stick, and he has avoided Oliver taking him through that corner. Great bit of whoa as he slides that outplater around and nearly contacts the wall. Have a look at Brandon Levin there. Levin is now having a look at Douglas Gowans, who's coming into the side-by-side. He's got 2 wide coming through there. I'm going to take it to the bottom screen. You can see them coming through there. Oh, Gowans has got the inside line coming there. Levin on the outside. Levin just misses the wall. It comes bouncing back onto Gowans. He's got a little bit of nose ahead, but here comes Gallo. Gallo's coming out of nowhere. We're 3 wide. 3 wide coming into the Chev corner. Here we go. The Cadillac corner coming through.
Oh, my God.
Through. He takes it back. Oh, my God. He sticks it out there. They're 2 wide. It's contact with Gallo. Gowans is through there as well. What a bit of move. That drive was sensational by those boys, leaning on each other through those corners and come out nicely. But it's also brought Lavery into the picture now as well. Lavery is all the way onto the Gowans as well too. Gowans lost a little bit of momentum. Oh, we've got a crested toe by Callum Hodgkinson. I heard the voice coming through. Oh no, this will be another safety car. He's in a tough spot. Yep, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. What a battle that was, man. Look, I'm going to get onto the safety car. Let's see if we can get a different angle of that battle there. That was sensational driving by all 3 drivers. Here comes a safety car.
Oh my God.
He did it on his own this time.
Oh
my God. He must have
turned
blinked
into a helicopter.
Have a look at this. Oh, no, you know what? It's this corner. He's just missed his brake marker and bang. And that's, you just need boom, shaka-laka-laka on that one. Oh, my God. Yep. I've done that before, man. I've done it before right there. You just you miss that brake point and try to get it get it rotating around that corner and it doesn't rotate for you. And all of a sudden you speared straight into it. Let's have a look if we can see that fight between Gowans, Lavery, and who was the other one?
Burn.
And Burn. That's it. That was beautiful bit of battling through there. But the beautiful lead that Gallo got out of all that, did he even attempt to make the corner? I don't look. It's a tough one, man. It's really deceiving, that corner. You try it. It's not a corner you want to put a lot of brakes on, but if you don't get it right, the angle of entry into that corner, if you don't come out to the left and try to cut into the right, you all of a sudden speared into it and you're gone. It's a sinker crash. It is, Chiefy. It is. I've done it many a times through there. I remember leading a race in the AMS and doing it. It's one of those ones you can get it wrong very, very easily. Cobes, can we find that bit of battle? You can't see it. Okay, yeah, we tried to find that second sector, but it's too busy with all the action that's been going along. But what a battle that was. That was crazy bit of driving. Happy birthday to Donna. Racing tonight. Yeah, it is very tight. And you know what? It's been tight but respectful racing too, Donna. It's been a lot of battles. I feel sorry for Brent Wassel because he got tapped up a little bit too much by the whole top 10 in that one, and he won't be happy about it. But he just left the door. He just left the door open a little bit too much for the guys to get their noses in. Unfortunately for him, and they were all slight contacts. But after a lot of slight contacts, that car just could not take anymore. Waiver ends are complete. We're the last 10 minutes, man. What a race.
I know. Like, that battle between Doug and Brandon, that is exactly what you want to see. That exactly what you want to be in. Just side by side, leaning on each other. Just, like, if we were able to, recreate the donuts on the side of the door, I don't think you'd be able to read anything that was on the side of Doug and Brandon's car. They were trading so much paint. That was just perfection. Like, you gotta know that both of them have the biggest smiles on their face from that.
You'd hope so. I'll tell you what, it'd be a massive adrenaline rush, that's for sure. Your senses would be you'd be sitting on the edge of your seat thinking, oh my God. And, I'm hoping both of them got triples or, oh man, can you imagine that in VR? That would have been awesome in VR. Oh my God. That would have been amazing. All right, pit exit is open. I don't think we're going to have too long with the safety car in, but we're going to I reckon we'll have about, just over 6 minutes once the safety car goes in, and then we're going to sprint to the end. But Gallo's lead of what was it, 3 and a bit seconds? It's all gone. Yeah. And he's got Ridley behind him, and Ridley is ready, man. He is ready. And Doyle behind him, and then Kitchener. We've seen Kitchener throw the kitchen sink at everyone tonight. He's thrown everything at this race. Ray Oliver behind that. He's no slouch. He's going to sniff for every gap. Daniel Byrne, then Levin, then Gowans and Lavery. Oh, my God. This top 10 grid is stacked with some spectacular drivers.
So would you say that Kitcher threw the Kitcher sink at it?
That's the one, baby. Definitely. There was no plumber's crack involved, that's for sure. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be spectacular. The hairs on my hands are standing up. I've got goosebumps, ladies and gents. Davey Gallo's leading them around. He is ready to go when he is ready to go. And then he's got Ridley behind him, trying to stay as close as possible. Kitchener's behind there. Doyle's in there as well. You got Oliver, Byrne, Levin, Gowans, Lavery, and Cook. This could end up very, very sad, or this could be an absolute battle. Oh, he's having a look already. All right, he has full control at the moment. What we must remember, you can't pass before the control line, so you've got to stay as close as possible, take advantage. You've got to stay behind each other as well. Kitchener's having a bit of a Verstappen look at that point as well. Not that he can make a move at any point until they cross the control line, but here we are. We're coming through We are green, green, green as we're going. There's a car there. It looks like Gallo's making a move there. He's got to be careful he doesn't get past that car and past the control line. He can get sideways beside him. Levin's in there. Levin's having a swap as they go through two. They're fighting in the bottom pack. You can see him down the bottom screen going too wide. Back there. What a bit of racing. You've got Clavery going all the way underneath Dougie Gowans. Ray Oliver is stuck behind Levin as well. And there comes the Carling car of Daniel Bird coming 3 wide in that bottom screen. They're going for it. It's coming to 2 wide. They're funneling in nicely. What a bit of driving as Ray Oliver's tucking in behind them as well. Great bit of driving. All those guys coming through. That safety car has brought out some amazing tackles as Gowans tries to come through and slaps him on the cheek and says, I'm trying to come through. He says, bumps him back and he goes, sorry, mate, I'm tweaking here. You can't come through. Oh, having a good look there. Who the hell was that? That was Greggy Cook having a bit of a look.
What a restart from Levin. He took 2 positions in the 1 and 2 chicane alone. What a jump.
He is on fire tonight. He is definitely on fire. And tell you what, Gallo has done a cracking job of keeping momentum and pace through there. As you can see, the packs coming through there on the bottom screen.
Oh, no, and he just went around and crashed. Brandon Levin.
Oh, no. After a beautiful drive, he is spinning and sitting the wrong way. We'll have to look how he lost that a little bit later, but he was having a spectacular night tonight. And unfortunately for him, it does end very, very sadly with 5 minutes to go. Oh! Doyle has kissed that curb with some great gusto as they come through. But look at Gallo. He's brought it out to 7/10. He is on fire tonight, man. His last lap is, what was he? The 1:39.93 is his fastest. So he is definitely he's the only one in the 30s at the moment. Ridley is in the 40s still. So he's on fire tonight, Gallo, and ready to throw his hat in the ring for the championship battle. Wow, we'll have a look and see what happened to 11 later on. But that bit of grass there always scares me when they come around that corner, ladies and gents. We've got 5 minutes left. It feels like we've been already out here for an hour already because these battles have been so intense as they're coming through the field. I'm going to take the bottom camera to the back of the pack. You've got Snowy chasing down Philip Humbly at the moment. They've got battles galore in the bottom of the grid as well. Very, very tight coming through. Greggy Johnson has got pressure on the back of Stevie Daniels Jr. as well. So they're fighting for points up and down the field. Pro-ams and AMs for every bit of points they can get.
Oh, look how wide Gallo went there. He almost smoked the wall. Oh, and he slipped just a little bit.
He looks like he's struggling with the rears at the moment. It looks like he's... Yeah, I don't know. It looked like they're slipping a little bit, but he's still got the cracking pace out there. He's not slowing down by any means. What a tough track tonight, ladies and gents. I tell you what, thank God we didn't do a super sprint because this has turned out to be a spectacular 40 minutes of racing, and it has been highlights all the way up and down the field.
Something happened with Lavery. He just called it in. He's fallen down to 9th behind Gallons and Cook.
Okay. Yep. We'll have to have a look when we get a chance. Bottom screen, Gander is having a bit of fun there with Max Donnelly from NZ Racing, TKR. They're really, some of these boys, Kitchener is really mounting that curb coming through there. He's going to be careful. Final lap, ladies and gents. Final lap.
We are not final lap.
Believe it. It has gone so damn quick.
We're not final lap. We still have 3 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Okay, so it's just ATVO playing up at the moment. Got me all excited, mate. I was wondering where all my time went. Oh, bottom screen. Have a look at these boys coming through there. Oh. My God. Russell Gander's called that in at the moment because he got a bit of nobble. And he's got Mark Snow in front of him and Max Donnelly behind him. So great bit of work there. But the battle at the front is going crazy as well. Well, look, I really don't know where to look at the moment. Wayne Edwards side. Trev Mortimer on the NZ car as well. Just pulled the nose out of the car to stop contact. Wayne Edwards is chasing him down too now, trying to get some critical points for his AM challenge as he's coming through there. But Davey Gallo Daniel Byrne has done a spectacular job. He's got himself up 5 places into 5th now. So the Carling Motorsports team are having a cracking night out there. They're making sure that the SLM boys are not getting it their own way again tonight.
Yeah, doing a great job trying to break up that SLM monopoly.
Yeah. No white flags yet. Barney's up there. He's ready. He's ready to wave it, but he's not getting ready to do it just yet. Thomas Sonny Cena, he's got the pressure of Mason Mount behind him, and he's got one of the LCR boys of Chris Tomlin having a look on the inside. You can see him coming down a straight. Oh, Martin's trying to go on the inside. Oh, he's
no!
Oh, that's going to be on Martin, that one. Oh, Martin.
It's a 360 for me. How did he do that going? Oh, he'll make a contact. They're 3-1. Oh, and he gets hit again.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, but I think Mason's going to cop it for the first contact because he was trying to get in underneath whoever it was.
Oh, and who's that?
There's a parked car there.
Oh, no, it's still just
here we go. Turn 5. There's cars going everywhere. Oh, my God.
Oh,
Danny
Mark, no, that's...
Well, it looks like there was a car stuck. And 2 cars come around the corner and gone straight into the side of it as well. But I tell you what, Mason Mark got underneath Sonny Cena then before coming down that main straight. And, look at that. Oh, did Danny Bartu spin on his own there? And then the cars coming around the corner saw they didn't see him, and it was all over Red Rover.
Yeah,
We'll have to unpack that. White flag.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Bartusz was by himself on that, because it looked like Lavery was kind of slow in the vicinity, so I don't know if that was coincidence or not.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, some really fast, hard racing tonight. And they've kept the race control very busy as well, so they've done everything they can down there. Let's just spread that ladder out so I can see who the Pro-Am coming through is at the moment. So we're at 10th. We've got 10th all pros coming through. And see the tower come through there. Here he is coming through the back end. Is this the final part of the track? Just quite yet. But ladies and gentlemen, we are not...
Oh no, Mortimer's just got him. Oh!
Mortimer is doing a Sinkovich.
Oh, it looked like he got help on that one.
Yep. I'll tell you what, see Ridley's rear end sliding. Oh, no!
Oh, my God, Kitcher!
Oh, no, Kitcher went sideways there. I'm not sure if it was contact with Cook or not, but he's ended up dropping a few places there. Kyle Ridley has got himself into second. Sean Doyle into third. Let's have a look at them crossing the line, ladies and gents. This is going to be Chris Tomlin is coming across with the Pro-Am. I'll have him on the bottom camera. We want to get all these boys coming across the line. 1, 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the feature race tonight for the Warrnambout Toyota GR86 Nationals is Davey Gallo from the Carling Motorsports team. Second place, Kyle Ridley. Third place, Sean Doyle coming across the line. Ray Oliver brings it across. Then Daniel Byrne, Gowans, Lavery, Kitchener, Cena, and Chris Tomlin brings it home for the Pro-Ams. And the lead Am, let's have a look who that was as they're coming across the line. It looks like it would be... I can't tell from this camera angle at the moment, but it looks like it could be one of the North Wind
Greg
boys.
Johnson.
Yeah, Greg Johnson.
Yeah.
Cracking bit of work by Mr. Johnson. He must be a very happy chappy. And he looks like he's beaten, who was it behind him? Wayne Edwards, just by a smidgen, because Edwards and him were fighting for the top spot coming through. So it's going to be, I'll tell you what, the points haul tonight is going to be very, very interesting. Again, we've swapped it around. A couple of other drivers winning some things as well tonight. So it just goes to show how close this top 10 drivers is in this series at the moment. And it's bringing out some spectacular racing. And people were saying that the 110% boost, the 10% boost on these cars was not conducive and not really doing what it wants to do. But I tell you what, it's brought out some amazing racing, and I'm loving every second of it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Racing has been phenomenal with this change.
Oh, we were talking. I mean, it gets better and better every week, and it seems to be doing it all the time. And I think this faster car has just taken it to the next level again, on top of what we were doing last season. So I'm loving it. The close battles are amazing. Have a look at that top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Gallo, Ridley, Doyle, Oliver, Byrne, Gowans, Lavery, Kitcher, Sonny, and Martin. Any one of those is able to win the race on their given night. A little bit of luck and a little bit of space, and it's all over. But tonight in the feature rate, Davey Gallo did an exceptional job. He had a 3-second lead till the safety car came out, and then had to fight all his way through to get it done. He had Ridley behind him, and then Sean Doyle. The two SLM boys have got themselves onto the top step, followed by Ray Oliver, Daniel Byrne from the Carling Motorsports team, then Dougie Gowans, Kyle Lavery, Noah Kitchener, Sonny Cena, and Martin. In the Pro-Ams, Chris Tomlin, sensational job. He did it last night as well in the open wheel as he took the top step as well, and has done it again tonight by keeping it clean and getting across the line. Second is Elliot D from the Pear-Shaped Racing, and Max Donnelly from NZTKR, followed by Gander, Glover, Humbly, Browning, Sinkovich, Price, and King. In the AMs, Greggy Johnson finally gets himself a win this season, round 5, and he's on the top step, just beating out the current series leader for the AMs, Wayne Edwards, in second place from Webb Racing. Shane Newans from Mueller Racing in third, Brad Dines in fourth, followed by Simmons, Snow, Anderson, McCall, and Bowman. What a race that was tonight from top to bottom. Hats off to these lads, every single one of them.
Yeah, my goodness gracious, that was a thing of beauty. And like, it wasn't pure created chaos because of the format too. Like, this was a 40-minute race that we saw all this craziness. So yeah, the
quality driving, man, quality driving.
Yeah, the change to the 2040, I think, really worked out, and it works great for a track like Belle Isle, where you're not gonna have to worry about the longer race kind of ending with people getting spread out and not a whole lot of action going through it. Belle Isle will always create its own action, no matter what amount of time is left in the race. And so just keeping it 40 minutes and keeping everyone to where they just kind of have to try to survive and focus up and last the 40 minutes instead of super sprint, super moves, super stupid.
Very, very true. It's been spectacular. But ladies and gents, we've got people already waiting in the room. Everyone's keen to have a chat, so let's bring them in one by one. And the AMS leader tonight, bring him into the room. One of the OGs, one of the original guys. If you like your train sets and you like doing some really cool stuff like that, bring it into the room. Mr. Greggy Johnson from Team Greg Racing. He's got himself the top step in the feature race. How was that, Mr. Johnson?
Oh, mate, what an amazing night. I finished
Fun out
both
there, mate?
races on 0x.
What was that?
I finished both races on 0x.
How the hell did you do that? You've got elbows and doors open all the time, mate, and don't let anyone pass. How did you get 0x?
I let guys pass that I didn't care about, and I just drove my race, and I thought, yeah, go past me. And, you know, on a track like this,
All right.
and then go around a corner and you go past someone.
Is your wife close to you?
No,
Is
mate.
she anywhere around? Can you tell her to shove a thermometer up your butt and check your forehead? You must be running a fever, mate. That does not sound like the Greg Johnson I know.
I got told earlier tonight that I had the lowest incident rating in the 86s this season.
This is going to be rigged, mate. I can't believe that for a second.
Yeah. The guy that does the boards told me that.
Daniel Clutterbuck told you that. Excellent, mate.
No, not Clutterbuck.
Cam Hardwick?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So,
Mate,
yep.
I tell you what. Oh, he does the boards. Oh, it does the honour boards. Yes, Mr. Hardley. Listen, mate, it's good to see you out there, but was it that hot out there? Was it that much fun?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, I was in the room with Dean and Pricey.
Yep.
And both of those guys ended up having their cars rearranged. So they both bailed in the end of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it was hard work. It's a hard track. Like, a lot of twists and turns, but the screen is continually going up and down in front of you because of all the bumps on the road. And it does make it hard to focus. And I just sort of thought, nah, I'm going to drive my own race. On one of my dashboards, there's a running message says, big picture, drive smart, race the AMs. And I have that in all my races now. So I got sick of getting myself into trouble, throwing away good positions by racing guys that I'm not racing against.
So everyone that's out there that doesn't know why I'm laughing my ass off is because I know Greg for a long time and I know how he's driven for a long time. Yep. And this is completely contradictory to his ethos of being on the road. Let me tell you now.
Well, you know me, Sinka. My car's the widest GR86 you'll ever see. And it still is.
It still is, yeah.
It still is. If it needs to be wide, it's wide.
Yep.
So, if we're coming down to the wire and I've got a pro or a pro-am behind me and it's, and I'm in a good position, they're going to have to work their butts off to go past. And because there's points in it.
Yeah.
You need every point you can get in this championship.
You do, mate. It's very, very tight. And what people got to remember is we've got 36 cars on track and 3 championship fighting. And I tell you what, the quality of field is improved dramatically, and the battles up and down the field have been sensational, mate. So it's been a really good night to watch out there. So crack a bit of work out there. Why not, while I've got you on the blower, give yourself a plug, mate. Just to let people know about your trains and the scale and all that sort of stuff that you do.
No problems. Well, firstly, we do a shout out to the people that helped get me on track. Obviously, Chirocentric, my lovely chiropractor Tara.
Yep.
Whenever my back's out of whack, she lines me back up.
Yep.
Ant-Man Signs. Ant does a lot of has done my signage and my shirts for the small train stuff that I do.
Yep.
The Prostate Cancer Foundation of Australia. Everybody should go out there, get checked, make sure that prostate cancer is not going to do them any injuries. Having been there myself, I know what it's like. So certainly, support the Prostate Cancer Foundation of Australia. And lastly, on the car is Greg's 3D Trucks and Trains, which are small trains that run on the wooden tracks for all the kids. And if anyone's around Brandon Park Shopping Centre on the King's birthday weekend at the Brandon Park Community Centre, there's a model train show. I'll be there with all my trucks and trains for the kids, and we'll be having a great time. And it's a lot of fun what I do with the trucks and the trains for the kids.
Exactly, mate. Well, congratulations, dude. Last thing on a personal note, a big shout out to Greg Leake. I haven't heard from him for a while, mate. Have you spoken to Greg?
No, I haven't spoken to Leakey for a while. I should chase him up.
Yeah, I sent him a message the other day. I said, Leakey, say hello. Leakey, if you're watching the race, mate, reach out, mate. Want to see how you're doing and what's going on, because you've been missing for the last
for far too long.
Too long for the last few months. And
I mean, we know it's hard for him to get in the chair. So
yeah. We're thinking of you, buddy.
We're thinking of you, mate.
Yep. Well, that's it, mate. We'll get out of here. Continue your championship battle, mate. You're in some critical points tonight too.
It was good to get some points. I'm just in there, plodding away. You finish where you finish.
Yeah, you do. And you beat Wayne Edwards, who's battling you for the title as well. So crack a bit of work, mate. I'll speak to you soon and take care of yourself.
Thanks, brother.
Ladies and gents, Greggy Johnson taking out the AMs tonight in the feature race for round 5 at this amazing circuit. Who are we speaking to next, mate? We are speaking to Mr. Chrissy Tomlin. 2 nights in a row. This is spectacular running there by Mr. Chris Tomlin from LCR Esports. Crack a bit of work out there, mate. Same ethos as last night, or was just tonight just a balls to the wall racing like crazy?
Well, I was happy that it was a 2040 format to start off with, because I had a pretty bad qualifying, got put into a wall, and I just didn't have the mojo for qualifying, because I started from the rear, just tried to work out what people were doing, and then just raced my race, and just kept moving forward. And then seen where I think it was Elliot D was in the second race. Both safety cars sort of saved me a little bit because I was running a little bit less fuel. So I was quite happy that the second safety car come out. I was able to save enough fuel to make it to the end, which was good.
Excellent work, mate. Your teammate Stevie Daniels was the biggest mover tonight, up 20 places in the feature.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I think he had a pretty terrible first race, so he should have made his way back.
Yep.
Needs to stop getting all that wheel damage. That's what he needs to stop doing.
Well, I tell you what, the track is unforgiving out there. Any hairy moments out there, mate? Because there was a lot of tight battles tonight.
A lot, especially on that last lap. I was sitting there. I had Sinner and Martin were battling, and I was sort of in between them, and I was sort of trying to keep an eye on Elliot behind me, coming down to turn 3. So it was a little bit hectic, and they sort of had a coming together, and I've turned in, and Martin got spun, and I've collected him, and then Elliot's tried to go down the inside, so it was very crazy, and just managed to...
Down the main straight, wasn't it?
Down to...
Yeah. We saw that live. Yeah, I don't know where Elliot was going because there wasn't that much room between him and Cena and the wall.
I don't know. I was like nearly tempted to close my eyes and just hope for the best. Just do a day's under. Yeah, go straight through it somewhere. But it worked out in the end. So I do like the road courses with concrete walls. One more. I know there's one more to come. So try and get prepared for that and do the same thing there.
Excellent work, mate. Well, cracking bit of work there. 2 nights in a row we're chatting to you, mate. So you're in some wicked form at the moment. Who gets Mr. Chris Tomlin out on track and supports the team, mate?
Yeah, cheers. I think I should just take a week off more often. I seem to, come in and chat with you a little bit more. So
sometimes it's just your headspace, and I know that I was like that too when I'd get myself all revved up and like getting hard on myself, and I'd just take a week off and I'd come back and I'd be like, oh yeah, this is. I'd remember, it's a game at the end of the day, and the pressure you put on yourself, it does you more damage than good. I'm not saying that's what happened to you, but that's what happened to me. The pressure I put on myself would be more damage than good, and I'd just come back a bit more relaxed, and things just would fall in place a bit better.
Yeah, well, that's it. Plus, having some fun with friends playing other games helps as well, which is good. But yeah, people that help me get out on track, LCR Esports and Crummy for having me in the team, Chop Smoke Tech Support, JDFR Australia, Thorn Tech Electronics, BM Auto Care, Atomic Batteries, and Night Rider Designs.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. First place for the Pro-Ams in the feature race, Chrissy Tomlin from LCR Esports. Congratulations, brother, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Cheers.
All right, here we go. Now, Mr. Watson, I've been really hogging the interviews of late, and I know you don't like doing them, but would you like to participate in one of these and ask some questions? Throwing the bone out.
Do it.
All right, which one do you want, mate?
I think we can go ahead, and I think I'll take second place.
Oh, Mr. Ridley, do you like second place, mate? I'm not sure why. But ladies and gentlemen, Sean Doyle, the SLM Motorsports team, he's been up here the last few weeks and getting himself in some amazing positions and having a fantastic battle in his golden beast out there. Mr. Doyle, how you doing?
How are we, gentlemen? Yeah, not too bad.
Not bad racing out there, man. That top 10 was on fire tonight.
Yeah, look, I just wanted to try and keep it clean, mate, and keep her off the walls, even though I had a fair few good tap-ups on the wall. But yeah, keep it clean and you make the positions.
Yeah, it is. It was the track was as hot and hard as it looked.
I don't mind this track. Like once there's a nice rhythm that you can get, and just hold that rhythm, and it comes to you.
Beautiful done, beautifully done. SLM boys had another cracking night tonight. So a lot of you boys up the top end. Practice has been working well. Ridley did a cracking job in front of you. At any point were you thinking I might just slow the pack down a little bit for him?
Well, I just wanted to stick behind him. I knew we had Oliver behind us and Gowan, so yeah, we had a pretty good pack up there, mate.
Yeah, definitely Ray Oliver in some amazing form this last few nights. So it's good to see him up at the pointy end as well. And Dougie Gowans didn't take it this time too. So everyone's sharing the points out there, mate. So it's good to see. Family out there supporting you as always, mate. Lots of shout outs you're getting in the chat. So good on you there. And you're waving the SLM Academy flag very, very hard. Mate, who do you want to thank out there and who supports you?
Look, I have to thank my beautiful partner, daughter, my mum, SLM boys, SLM Painting and Maintenance, Sud Speed, and yeah, all you guys. It's been unreal, man. I'm loving it. Unfortunately, I'll be missing next week, so...
Oh, some critical points being given away to another opponent. But you know what? It's probably an SLM Academy man that's going to take them anyway.
Yeah, more than likely, knee surgery, so, have to do that.
Good luck with that, mate. I've done that before, and it is not fun. You're not expecting the left or right knee?
Accelerator knee, so right.
Oh, so you're going to be missing for a few weeks, mate?
No, I'll be right.
You'll be right. Oh, you're a braver man than me, mate. You're a braver man than me. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Doyle from the SLM Academy taking third outright tonight for the pros. Congratulations, buddy, and good luck with your operation, and see you in a couple of weeks' time.
Cheers, boys. Talk soon.
Well done. All right, the last of the SLM boys tonight. He was doing a lot of door banging and swapping some paint with a lot of the boys out there, but some spectacular, hard, tough racing. Welcome to the room, Mr. Kyle Ridley, and Mr. Watson's got a few questions for you, buddy.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going great, but not as great as it's going for you. Take us through that whole night. You were involved in some incredible battles. It was hard to pass, but once you got side by side with someone, it sure looked like it was a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, well, it's a concrete jungle, so it's bumpy. It's, one side step or one too much foot on the pedal, and there's your race night. So it was definitely tricky out there. I struggled with the pace. I didn't have the pace for the top boys, but was able to consolidate a P7 in race 1. Had to defend a bit from a car behind, but in race 2, just found myself in P2 and just stayed there as much as I could, and sure enough, I did. So pretty good points per turn. Good night all in well, considering I just didn't feel on it today.
Yeah, take us through that battle with Levin there towards the end of race 1. Like, you guys were swapping so much paint.
Levin. I mean, I raced Levin in race 2, lap 1. He did an absolute diabolical dive bomb on me and almost definitely scraped paint then, but in race 1 I think he finished ahead, so I never saw him.
Yeah, well, you talked about it a little bit already. How difficult is it dealing with a track like Detroit, it being a street circuit, but still with some pretty diverse and unique corners?
Yeah, well, back when IndyCar used the circuit, it was one of my favorites to watch because it was always a proper challenge. You got to be on it, but you've also got to keep that 1% in reserve just to ensure you don't hit the wall. Especially on the 86, if you hit the wall and you just get that little bit of aero damage, you just lose a tenth down each straight. And there's 3 or 4 big straights around here, so that adds up when you're trying to fight for a podium or whatnot. You just don't want to kiss those walls.
Absolutely, but another phenomenal race for you tonight, and still ended up being a fairly good points day, all things considered, which has to be a relief getting out of here with this race being such a wild card.
Well, yeah, I feel like I've robbed the bank, taken the bag of money and ran off with it because, like I said, I certainly didn't have the pace tonight, but race 2 being obviously with the format 2040 being the double points format, so getting the big result where it mattered, not in race 1 but in race 2, so that helps my campaign a lot. Hopefully I can start looking at it and go, okay, I don't need to win now, I can just come second and third each race and be good.
Excellent work, mate. Who gets Mr. Ridley out on track, man, and supports the racing?
Yeah, as always, I want to thank SLM Painting and Maintenance for being the sponsor of SLM, so thank you for that. I want to thank Sud Speed for their sponsorship and whatnot, and of course I want to thank SRW for the hosting, the drivers for driving, and and Mr. Greg Barber and Matt Keane for the race control.
Got to thank the boss, huh?
Well, he's the boss and RC, so I really can't be mean to him.
Lovely work there. Well done, Mr. Watson. Well, Matt, ladies and gentlemen, second place tonight in the feature race, Mr. Kyle Ridley from the SLM Motorsports team. Congratulations, brother, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Alrighty, there goes one legend, and here comes another as we bring in the Carling Motorsports lead driver for tonight. He's taken turns with Mr. Daniel Byrne. Mr. Davey Gallo, welcome to the room, and what a cracking finish you had tonight.
Evening, guys. Thank you.
Mate, on fire. Pace is back.
Yeah, yeah. Lucky enough, Daniel in race 1 and me in race 2. So no, it was it felt on song and got our groove and felt good. Yeah.
Daniel's still struggling with a bit of luck, I think, at the moment. He's just getting in what I call the vortex, but pace was good as well. He's right on. Have a look at this. You did a 139.93, and he was on a where has he gone? He was on a 139.8. So there's not much between you boys at all, as usual. Right on song, right on the money between each other. Mate, how was it out there? I mean, you had a 3-second lead. The safety car came out in the feature race, and then all of a sudden you had all this pressure on you again.
Yeah, no, it was interesting. I saw I think it was Callum, was sort of up against the wall there, and I thought maybe you'll get a tow, but there's still 13 or 14 minutes to go, so I thought, no, they're going to call a safety car, batch everyone up, I suppose, which it happened. Keep it interesting. But, yeah, I sort of got that little bit of a jump on Kyle there and managed to sort of keep it out front, which was handy, because it's very tricky to follow around this track, so it's good to have clean air.
Well, you definitely did that. You got a fantastic start off the line, and it was all over Rover. But they didn't give it to you easy in the beginning. And once you got away, it wasn't too bad. But the battles behind you, man, were amazing. Wait till you watch it back. Daniel was involved in some spectacular racing there at one point with Dougie Gowans and Brandon Levin. There were some special battles going through there as well. So you're lucky. Your car was probably one of the cleanest out there.
Yeah, no, I was glad. I still did tag the wall and had some, it looked like light front end damage, but gladly no aero damage was would have murdered me around here. So, but it's very hard to keep it off the walls around here. Tricky track.
Well, some critical points too for the title battle, mate.
Yeah, I actually haven't looked at it, but yeah, there's a couple of good finishes there, which is good and handy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, your boys in this series at the moment are swapping and changing and letting each other take some critical points. So it's making the series very, very interesting. I'm just going to have a quick look at the ladder to give you a bit of a look-see of where you're at, because I think you're in a commanding position at the moment. Where are we? We are for the GR86s. So it looks like you were in 8th place, but she gets a lot of points tonight. So you were, how much points off? This can't be right. I reckon this hasn't been updated yet. So, but you'll be coming up there into the top 5 at least, somewhere around there. So it's going to be a bit of a tough one because everyone is really, really close. But mate, it's good to see the Carling boys flying the flag again, not just tonight, but last night as well. You guys are getting some pace all around. So good to see you guys settling in. Who gets Mr. Davey Gallo out on track and support your racing, mate?
Yeah, thanks, James. Carlins Motorsport, Driver 808, which is Daniel on YouTube and TikTok, Glam Raider, and Little Rara, and Eagles Automotive. And a shout out to my wife and 2 girls, Anthea and Valerie.
Excellent work, mate. Good to get those in, mate, because Father's Day's coming up. So you get that.
In now.
Yes, get him in now, mate. Well, congratulations, brother. A spectacular race again. Good to see you at the pointy end, and good luck for the rest of the season. We're loving the battles out here at the moment, so you're making the fans and the viewers stand up and really watch it. So congratulations.
Thanks, gents. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gents, Mr. Davey Gallo from the Carlings Motorsport team takes out first place in the feature race as the lead pro driver. And that was that, and that was BELLE. Oh, Mr. Watson, what a way to finish.
Yeah, that was incredible. It lived up to the hope and the hype in my mind. Just another fantastic night of racing.
Yeah, it was pretty special. It was good to see right across the field. I'm glad to see I'm actually glad we changed the format to the 2040. I think the admin boys did the right thing, and it looked spectacular on stream, and driving was off its head. So if you're out there and you've watched this, or if you've got friends and family that are participating in this, excuse me as I get the hiccups, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button, because these boys need to be viewed by the masses. The driving tonight has been off its head and been spectacular. Loved every second of it. If you're out there and you're into the flight simulator world, reach out to Shunt Scenery for purchasing of some 3D rendered sites available through their website. Also, a big thank you out there to FedEx Driver Development for their setups, and also their training. If you're out there for the V8 Supercars Gen 2, Gen 3, reach out to the lads for one-on-one or team training sessions, but also for their setups for those cars as well. Big shout out to Grim Industries, the home of the V8 coffee table. If you watched Paramount TV and you've seen the Australian I can't remember what the show was called now, Drive Show, they've got the big V8 in the middle of it, and looks amazing. If you're into something special for your man cave, get in there and get a JDM engine or whatever you want to do. He does some amazing Ferrari stuff and Aston Martin stuff that I've seen him do of late. And a big thank you to the Warren Brown Tools for supporting all our series and supporting SRW from day dot. They've been absolute legends, keeping the doors open for us, for not just for us, but for the drivers and the viewers to be able to join in and enjoy the racing 4 nights a week. Thank you very much for your support to the community, and thank you very much downstairs, Kobe and Mr. Watson. Join us all on Sunday night at GT3's return for the penultimate round of that season on Sunday night. So join us at 8 p.m. We're going to have some amazing fun, and the amount of cars on track is amazing as well. There is just under 40 cars on track with the Pro-Am and Am classes battling it out for the title positions. Thank you very much for your support. See you all soon. Good night.